Lively come to help Filipowski out. And if Lively's going to do that, then Plavsic has to make himself available.
Roach is blitzed.
They worked on that pick and roll so hard yesterday, Tennessee, to make sure they got the trap we just saw over there on Roach.
They can do that when Lively's the guy setting the screen.
Shot clock at 4. Lively to Roach. Over Tuscany. Duke. Filipowski. Proctor. Roach tees up a 3. The bump into Whitehead, the feed to James, he'll trigger it. Filipowski the rebound.
And now you got to move it up the court a little bit so before that defense gets there.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job getting back, but I totally agree with you. You've got to find some space, and transition is one of the few ways you're going to find space against this defense.
Roach with the 3 foul. Escovilla's on him defensively. It's a 3. And it comes in a good
% shooter out there.
Wow. Roach makes a move. Escovilla tries to stay in front. And Roach again sneaks inside.
Ball defender, but turns the ball over quite a bit. They want to try to keep the ball in Vescovi's hands more.
Proctor weaving. Roach will set up.
They haven't scored yet.
Oral Roberts has won 17 consecutive games. Coming into tonight, A. Smith with the miss. Proctor, and he gets it off to Roach.
How high you tried to put that up on the board.
Even the shots Lively doesn't block, he's changing.
Roach, 3. There's 2 right there.
And Oral Roberts has to do something to change the tempo and the pace of this game, much like we saw Furman do in the second half against Virginia. They got to do something to disrupt.
Absolutely.
Stan, if you're Paul Mills, what are you telling your guys in the huddle?
Well, I think you just got to tell him to hang in there and, you know, just skip the ball to the weak side. He's big. He can see over people and make the pass. Roach! That's so nice to have Derek Lively back there. Filipowski pushes out on A. Smith to take away the 3. He gets beaten off the dribble, as you would expect, but Derek Lively's right there to wipe it away.
But because, even though he gets beat off the dribble, he's got him right on his hip, and so that's why he can't pull up to shoot the mid-range shot.
Roach again attacks the rim. Now they give it back to Tyrese Proctor, a freshman who would be a high school senior right now. We told you before from Australia, he was not ranked in the U.S., but if he were, he would have been a top 20 player for sure, joining the other 3 top 10 players. Roach on the doorstep. Roach for the 5th-seeded Aztecs out of the Mountain West Conference, winning today. Roach, Lively a screen. Asmus fell, and Roach cashes in.
Bank threes.
They work on that in practice. We saw that yesterday in practice. That's the angle you want to use the glass.
And you were talking about how unselfish you see this Duke team playing.
Oh, absolutely. And it's amazing to me because at least 3 of these guys have the potential of going in the first round. And guys like that, usually a little more concerned with numbers. Oh, how about Roach?
As the higher seed, they are in home white, Duke in visiting blue, and the Blue Devils control the opening tip.
And Reese Beekman, with his size and length, taking Tyrese Proctor.
And tonight's starting lineups brought to you by CDW, the same starting 5, Jeremy Roach, and the 4 freshmen in the starting lineup for Duke. Kyle Filipowski has had 2 magnificent games already in this tournament. Roach with a runner, and Duke strikes. Who gets to start in place of the injured Ben Vanderplas out for the duration of the season with a broken hand, as Virginia does something they rarely do, and that's turn it over. And Roach will lay it in, and a terrific...
Turn it over 7 times. They're down just 2 possessions. And this is the type of grinded out game that Virginia lives in.
Proctor, who took over the vast majority of the ball handling duties when Jeremy Roach went out with the injury. It stayed that way since Roach has come back. Roach into more of a score.
Duke just had so many. They have so many weapons on the floor.
Roach Boy, and another soft.
Yeah, once you experience it, the first time I saw it was as a player.
Right.
I mean, you saw it on television, but that's not quite the same as being here. And especially back then when it was 8 teams and everybody played on Friday. The Friday ticket to the ACC tournament was the toughest ticket in the South next to the Masters.
Roach with it. And Tony Bennett's Cavs with 3:35 to go. Duke ball. Roach trying to get by Kihei Clark. Fade away. Got it.
What a shot. Clark almost got that ball when he was bringing it up to shoot it. It was a strong move by Jeremy Roach.
Roach averaging 13. Now has 18.
Great job of spreading the floor. And even though they've got so many shot makers, they are really good at sharing the ball. They average about 15 assists per game.
And statistically, in terms of a lot of numbers and the efficiency number.
The second to make that pass. That's a hockey assist right there for Mitchell. I really think basketball should do that.
Absolutely. But before they do that, give a guy an assist when the shooter gets fouled and makes the free throw.
Yes, that's true. Well, they shouldn't even have to make the free throw. Isn't the quality of the pass the issue rather than what if a guy misses a wide open layup? Why do you punish the guy that made the great pass?
You can't give an assist if there's no basket.
An assist. He's still assisted.
Roach, no assist necessary.
Opportunities for Miami with Norchad Omier in there. He gets 3-4 of them a game on average.
Suffered an ankle injury a minute and 6 seconds into the game.
Miller battling Filipowski down the low post.
Roach for 3.
To start it off early. Looks at another one, lines it up. Unable to get that one to go, but good to see Kyle Filipowski back on the floor. Comes free to Roach, and they'll drive it right back in. Don't have to adjust to be able to slow down Duke on the offensive end. Shot clock at 6. Proctor going one-on-one. The kick. Here's Roach with a triple. Yes, sir. This season, the first ACC coach to ever go undefeated at home in their first year. But I want to say that maybe his best job that he's done to this point is preparing his team for what they're doing today. With the double bye coming into the ACC tournament.
Record 14 threes. I'm not saying their success is because of the cookies, but I'm not saying it's not.
Well, Jay and I are Oreo snobs, Holly. We're in it for the real thing. But if it's working for the heels, go with it.
Not superstitious, but why risk it?
Right. He caught the block. Young the offensive rebound. Filipowski for 3. And runs it down. Now Roach open in the corner. And he'll bury it.
Affect him. Now, Pete Nance is going to have some open opportunities with all the attention going to Baycott. And he's got to be quick to shoot it.
Proctor turns the corner.
And Baycott playing way off of Derek Lively. A one-man zone. He's playing drop coverage on every ball screen.
Roach floats it up and in.
By how open he was for that short little jumper off the glass. Now Duke doesn't have to be in a hurry.
Just over a minute to go. Duke with the ball and a 1-point lead. Roach splits the defense and lays it in.
One down is Breon Pass making the most of his opportunity.
NC State picking up some full court pressure.
Roach all the way.
Night. He says when they get 40 deflections, they typically win.
Shot clock's at 4. Crazies are helping out Roach. Roach lets it go just in time. And Jeremy Roach on the drive again. Pass fake, 3 ball. No good for Filipowski. Lively chases down another offensive rebound for the Blue Devils. That's 6.
NC State doing a really good job. One pass away.
Roach has to get it up, and he goes over runs and scores.
He is killing
Ball, my goodness! Right in his kitchen, and he drained it.
I mean, that is confidence.
That was one of those bad shot. Wow, great shot. Roach drives and scores again. Fourth time he's done that. Another 3-ball for Jarkel, and they're back to within 2. He's got 18.
My goodness.
Boy, he is fun to watch, and he has no conscience, and I love that. 4 of 8 from behind the arc against a really good Duke three-point defense. Roach trying to answer all the way to the basket, and Jeremy Roach does it again. Feeling pretty good about life, but couldn't hit the 3 there. Now Blue Devils with an opportunity to settle the frenetic pace a bit.
NC State has done a good job of speeding the game up. This is what they needed to do when they were down 10, and Terquavion Smith was at the free throw line.
Roach pass throws, and he's got another one. The Whitehead will inbound it for the Blue Devils, up by 7, inside 10 to play. Final home game of the season for Duke, and final regular season game for the Wolfpack. They won't suit up again until the ACC tournament. We'll have a game this weekend.
Breon pass was sitting on the legs of Filipowski, not allowing the ball to come in. And
away with it because that's what he's done all night. 14 rebounds for Kyle.
Joyner heating up Proctor right there on the ball. This is what NC State needs to do. They need to play disciplined D and one shot.
There's still plenty of time, but this is an important defensive possession. It feels like for NC State, and Jeremy Roach rolls. Can't get it to go. It's been a tough night for him. Just 2 points, both coming from the free throw line. He's missed all 7 of his shots for third leading scorer in the ACC. Averaging over 17.5 points per game. Time is now decidedly against the visitors from Raleigh. Roach.
Taking charge. 1.5. They're more worried about getting back and setting their defense than trying to get an O board.
You see that Virginia Tech's looking for their first win in Cameron since 06. His second and third field goals of the year have come here in this first half with a pair of threes. And Virginia Tech just trails 2 possessions here. Roach trying to create some distance, and it rattles in. Second field, unbelievable job in the month of February with that, doesn't he?
Sean's great.
Yeah. That ball got knocked away. Proctor controls it for the Blue Devils with 15 to shoot here. Into the corner, Roach. Nice drive. Vasily went down under, blocked by Young. 3 on the shot clock. Right back to Poteet again. He couldn't finish. Hit the rim, bounces away. So the young man playing close to his home in Reidsville, North Carolina. The transfer from Rice had 2 good looks, couldn't crack it, and Roach answers at the other end.
Off the double right now, telling everybody, stay with your guy.
Look at Roach over the top of the Filipowski screen. Moment or 2.
How about Filipowski at 7 foot with a little spin move in the middle of the floor? I love it.
Roach a triple. Involving basketball in the state of North Carolina, and of course the legacy that John McClendon left in basketball in this state is remarkable.
Got to meet him once. What a gentleman. Naismith Hall of Famer.
An amazing, amazing contributor and coach to the game, whose influences are still felt, by the way. 20-point lead for the Blue Devils. Roach on the drive. But that's the only time Duke's won 9 straight here in this building against Virginia Tech. Hokies came in, had won 2 straight and 3 of the last 4 in a series that dates back to 1912. Here's Roach. It's still been 16 years since Virginia Tech has beaten Duke in this.
Gathered himself, made the pass, and he didn't pick up the charge. That's the type of progression Kenny Payne loves to see from his team.
Interesting. That was ruled a 2-pointer
But the bench for Louisville had 3 coaches holding up 3 fingers. So we shall see. Final seconds of the half. Roach lifting, and it goes. Very calm, cool, and
on both ends, but offensively, attacking the basket, making the extra pass, and getting open is what he has to see.
And Trey, that's one of the things that Kenny Payne talked to us about earlier today, was not settling for jump shots. It was continue to stay in attack mode, get to the paint.
Louisville's still in the contest.
And Louisville has hung around. Last possession, opportunity to get it to one. The back door, nice play. Out of timeout.
Louisville continues to hang around, refusing to get blown out. At least to this point in the contest. Roach to drive it, skips into the paint, and it's going to fall for him.
Think about how much of a...
To check it in after taking a timeout. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He's still having trouble. Bounces in here for Roach. He'll back it in once again. Running a play.
So winning a national championship as assistant coach at Kentucky. He's used to winning. And we talked to him about some of the people that he leans on and he talks to during these tough times. Of course, the first name he mentions is Larry Brown.
Down the paint. Roach with the left hand.
Using his athleticism to get right in the...
Grandison tries another one. And you'd also like to see him do it right here at Syracuse next year. Roach will fill that one up from down there. Into the lane. Strong and Lively deflects it.
Great block by Lively, rotating over. He really played terrific, as you said earlier, against Carolina.
Roach a determined drive for 2 more, and now Duke is doing anything. Here's a long one from the 7-footer. Rebound picked up by Roach. A little follow away for 2. It was awfully sweet reaction, of course, for the greatest coach of all time.
He was absolutely the greatest coach of all time. I don't have any doubt about it. I know John Wooden did an amazing job to win 10 national titles. But when you look at what the different eras, it's unbelievable.
Roach got a good look, and he won't miss that.
They're really smooth. They're really attacking with confidence against the zone. And how letting the zone beat them. Sharing the ball well. Playing, spreading the court, good spacing.
Roach a 3. Yes, sir.
Good spacing, wide open. Be a star in coaching. I really see it. I believe he will be a star. He's got a great program that he can sell and get great players, and he understands the game. He's going through a little bit period right now, just how to handle the game, manage the game, and that comes with experience and games. But really, if you're a young guy, you want to play for a guy like him.
You know, they win today, and that's 19 victories. They're 10-6 in the ACC. There's a lot to be proud of there with an extremely young team as Roach delivers a triple.
It's 12.
Notre Dame going zone on make, man on miss right now defensively.
Now, Notre Dame doesn't foul much, and turnovers have been a thorn in the side of this Blue Devil offense, but Notre Dame doesn't force many of those, among the bottom 12 or so teams in the country in terms of numbers of turnovers forced, and Jeremy Roach gets his first. Filipowski for 3. Roach with the offensive rebound, fresh 20. He'll shoot the fadeaway.
That is a big...
Krzyzewski's been held to 1 field goal on 4 attempts tonight after scoring 33 against Virginia Tech on Saturday. We've hit the 3-minute mark. Blue Devils with the ball in a 6-point lead. Jeremy Roach to the bucket.
Yeah, Jeremy's having a great game. He did last year. They beat Duke. The Duke won the game. They beat Virginia on this floor. And Beekman came up with a big 3 to beat Duke at Duke.
Man, did it open up for him and 2 more.
I'll tell you, Roach.
There wasn't a single black woman as an athletic director at any Power 5 school.
It's amazing, and I think it's really great that it's happened. Should be more. There's a lot of talented people out there.
Roach penetrates, got it up there for 2, and he's finally broken through. It's going to roll in, up and in by Franklin. Quick strike on the other end. Roach for 2 to the 4 for the Blue Devils. Got to get it in the air. Proctor launches it and can't hit it, but Lively will give him a second chance. Roach won't wait. He buries a three.
That's big right there. Good start.
Well, you're looking at the two best defensive teams inside the conference. Swung up top for Filipowski. Duke holding opponents to 64, Virginia to 60, and a hot start here for Roach. And Shedrick is one of the top shot blockers in the ACC, frankly, in the country at 6'11". He's from Raleigh.
You know, Dave, he didn't play against Virginia Tech. We lost that game. He was on the bench. I tell you, Roach has come to play here. You're all lobby. You're all lobby. You're always hanging on lobby.
From the corner, it won't drop for McNeely. Rebound popped up and controlled by Duke. I like the fact he called you Dixie.
He always calls me Dixie. That's what he always called me.
Off the fake. Looks to the baseline. What a great move. You talk about strong and trap.
More looks than he does, but he's got a lot of ability. A corner three way too strong from Casey. Duke has missed 8 of its last 9, but a bucket and a little bit on the drive. Now the kick to a wide open Blakes. Lively the rebound. He'll kick it back out. And Roach will knock down and lays it in. With all the highlights they've had tonight, that one might be the best of them. Roach.
Caleb Love settled right there. He needs to get to the free throw line more. With his athleticism, he is a downhill driver, but he's not shooting near as many free throws this year as he did last year. Carolina going under those screens.
Roach with the elbow jumper, and Duke. Love, nice shovel pass. Baycott couldn't handle it. Roach for 3. Davis for 3. Rebound, Leaky Black. And back comes Duke. Both teams missing some opportunities around the rim. Roach, yes.
Jared Rowe.
The pull-up by Leaky Black is short.
And that's not the shot that Carolina wants. Leads to a run-out.
Mitchell to Roach, and Duke has the lead.
He's been 1 of 10 from 3. But he had 26 points against NC State. He can put points up in a hurry in a variety of ways, and a good decision maker with the ball.
16 points per game, and the #1 free throw shooter in the ACC as well. Proctor, good defense by Puff Johnson.
They pick and pop out of this or roll R.J. Davis right down to the rim.
It'll have to be Roach. Wow. Did he earn that?
And just drove him into the lane. And because they helped off of Leaky Black, they wanted him to take that 3. If anybody's going to take it, they'd rather have Leaky Black take it. He's nailed 3 of them in this game.
Black with 13 points, 9 rebounds on the night. Shot clock at 4. Roach knows it, gets to the free throw line, and it messed.
Well, North Carolina needed to reset that. That was not the shot they wanted.
Roach goes, and he's fouled. Blue Devils. Proctor with the ball. Roach the drive. Left hand, and it's good.
Game losing slide, lost a couple of close ones behind Steve Forbes in his 3rd year at Wake Forest. He's done an outstanding job. 3 ball on the way, and it's good from Jeremy Roach. Monsanto. Williamson lost his footing and the basketball. Turnover Wake Forest. Roach. Free throw line. Both points of emphasis. 3-point shooting and getting that going is something Duke would like to do. Proctor misses. Young gives Roach another chance, and he's got his second 3 ball.
Scoring at 78 points a game. He has the ability to play with incredible quickness and explosion at the same time.
Filipowski. Now Roach, floater, and nice soft touch from Jeremy. Here comes Jeremy Roach. Roach into double figures in the first half. He's provided the spark to Blue Devil captain. Roach again. There was a coach at Troy named Don Maestri, and this was back when everybody read newspapers. And at basketball camps, he used to tell the campers, shoot the ball, get your name in the paper.
No, I passed it. I'm the best non-stat starter in NC State basketball history. Are you kidding me?
Roach again. Speaking of... Not back to that zone right now. See when they try to spring it on him again. Roach has it blocked away, but it'll be goaltending.
Duke women tied at the top of the ACC with Notre Dame, and they got hammered against Florida State. Brooke Wyckoff's team did a great job. Tanaya Latson's a player for Florida State, just so you know, keep your eye on.
Coming down the stretch, not too far away from tournament time. Roach trying to get his first points in the second half. He does. Said his number one job was to protect the rim. He's done a really nice job of that tonight. Filipowski, by his lofty standards, a little bit quiet so far, but still time to finish. Roach, 2 straight
in his hands, and he needs to make plays for Georgia Tech to win tonight.
We are ready to go from McCamish Pavilion. Game 2 of our quadruple header. That was a good one in Winston-Salem to get it started.
It was a good game. Unfortunately, my Deeks took a L today, but NC State, tough team, played exceptionally well.
Duke on the road in the black, trying to solve this Georgia Tech zone early on. They play zone 12th most of any team in the country. Jeremy Roach connects. Great to see, because that was everyone's fear. It's not calf either, but like you said, lower leg ligament strain that'll keep him out.
You know what it is? It's one of those terms that a coach can't pronounce, so you just say lower leg.
Second three.
It's just a difficult matchup right now for Georgia Tech because they can't stop him. And again, now he's in the passing lane. He's doing what he's done all game, eliminating that pass.
Proctor dish. Mitchell backs it out. Roach steps in. 2 of 3.
His third one of the night.
Try from Javon Franklin, and rebound number 7 for Derek Lively. 13-3, or rather 16-3, the second half scoring edge for Duke.
Georgia Tech's got to be careful with that when Franklin and these guys start taking threes. That's not what they usually do, and it's not their strength. And I know you're down, you know, by a lot here, but
Roach again.
First.
Jacob Grandison, graduate out of Oakland, California, into the fray now. Roach driving it and will lay it in. Here's Kidd. Shot clock at 1. Well short. And Duke with an opportunity to run a bit. Proctor forcing the tempo, and the Hokies get back defensively.
And right now, if you're Jeremy Roach, you've got a mismatch. You've got to take advantage of it. Giving the basketball up doesn't work for the Blue Devils.
Roach, long one. Nailed it. That's a 2-pointer.
Those pro-style moves, and I feel like Corey is leaving the people at home hanging, because, Corey, you watched Kyle Filipowski in high school. What were the expectations of him then, and how has he sort of turned himself into a prospect for the pros now?
Dre, I don't believe the expectations were this high for him, and he's improved significantly since he's been at Duke. But as he continues to play as well as he has and show off all of his different skills, Jeremy Roach gets the
ranked recruit in America, and then you go to Duke. If you don't average 19 and 10 right from the jump, you're a bust. And, like, there is no allowance for a player to develop, and not everyone's on the same timeline, but they think his future is every bit as NBA bright as you would think coming in as Roach with a terrific scoop.
Better. Our young players are going to get better and better.
Duke has missed 7 in a row. Roach tries to break the streak and does.
Talent playing to be in this league.
Whitehead, fade away. Short, offensive rebound, Lively. That won't go. The back tap finds its way to Grandison. That sets up a Roach 3, and he connects.
Who comes down with the rebound? It's the Filipowski. He wants to screen and roll. He likes to roll to the goal. Oh, he missed.
Roach at the free throw line. Yes. Roach gets 16 in the game for Nigel Pack.
They don't go away, man. They're physical, they're tough, they're tenacious. They get that winner's mentality. It's all part of coaching. Nice curl move right there.
Roach, same shot, fading away this time.
He's at an all-conference year. Talking about the great guards in the conference, he has to be right in that group.
Roach drives the baseline. Gets it to go. Tough finish.
As we mentioned for him, he was the first black coach in the history of the Southeastern Conference as an assistant at Kentucky.
He was that. He's also taken over so many programs. A great job by Blakes there, getting a hand, even though it's tight quarters, fighting around to come away with that steal and deflection.
It's 12 turnovers for the Seminoles. Feels like a lot more than that would come in critical situations. Here's Roach. Yes, a three-pointer.
That pass to Marsh, and Young is a little too far away to get back, although Marsh is a very poor free throw shooter.
Quick take to the cup by Roach. Goes out in the mid-range. Inside of 2 minutes. Roach at the rim. And John Shine wasn't trying to do that. Roach with a response.
20. I think one way to negate the great size Duke has is making some threes. I think three ball is going to be big for Iowa if they don't win this game.
Keep an eye, obviously, on 30 and white. Kyle Filipowski, the freshman, is off to a great start. This is the veteran of the group, Jeremy Roach, banking it in.
Be special. You talk about Proctor. He reclassified. He's a young kid. He left high school early to come to Duke.
Roach gets a little space and buries a three. A bucket at the other end for Duke.
He wanted a foul. He wanted the foul. Jeff Barry's his agent, by the way, great guy, helps us a lot. He's on the board with the V-Finish.
Nice look from Proctor to Roach for three.
Effort really becomes contagious with other players on the floor. Well, Sean sells that too. Hey, you want to play? Play aggressively. Showing patience against the zone. Trying to get in the gap of it. Or shoot over the top of it.
Roach again. I stay 3, 4, 5 years. That's what Fran McCaffrey likes to have, that continuity. In transition, Roach with a step through and a foul, and they are
with the way the club was playing the first team. He put 5 subs in. I mean, talk about motivated. That's why the guy was such a winner. He knew how to read his people. And then Williams came back and bam, 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 1 3 after another.
Roach. Well, this nation as well.
By the V-Foundation, one thing I'm proud about it, every dollar that is raised for research goes to research because an endowment pays all the administrative costs. It doesn't go out there to pay grandma or this one else on the staff making money. Every dollar, because I wouldn't do what I'm doing if it wasn't that way.
Stolen away by Proctor.
Telegraph that, baby.
And Roach with 2 more.
One of the few easy opportunities they've had in the last 5-minute stretch.
10-point lead for the Blue Devils. Roach with Blakes, Mitchell, Filipowski, and Lively. And here's Roach for 3. 13th 3 of the year. First basket of the day for Roach.
Boston College switched to a zone that time. Excellent ball movement and patience.
Couldn't find a path. Roach. Oh my, 3 ball. High dollar pass fake by Jeremy Roach gave him a window. 9 again, he has 8 already in the first half to keep it within striking distance. 36-29 coming up on a minute to go. Airborne Roach with a left hand. Boy, that was a difficult angle.
The 3.
At 22 against San Diego State earlier.
They're a good team, by the way. Coach Dutch has done a heck of a job with that. Put a nice fake.
Nice lean in.
Oh,
yeah,
super good.
Launch. Rebound picked up by Sewing. Sewing working. Triplet taken away. Stolen away by Grandison.
Sewing did a phenomenal job with the great offensive rebound. Too many fakes with the ball.
And Phillips sets the screen. It's Roach with a good look. Absolutely.
And here's his first, and it's tipped away by Lively.
Good job by Lively to break contact, to get around in front and knock that ball away.
And now the Blue Devils will slow it down. A look at the starting lineup for Duke. Again, Jeremy Roach and four very talented freshmen. Kyle Filipowski, by far of this group, off to the best start. But Roach has been an enormous screen.
And when he drops down, that pull-up jump shot is going to be there.
Another Purdue turnover. Roach got a chance for an and one.
If he gets doubled or doesn't have it, and Purdue is such a good cutting team, there's so many options there. But he's got to touch the ball almost every time down.
Roach, and that will snap, and 2 fouls. And Edey's into double figures now with 10.
And a good no call by the officials. They probably could have called a foul on Lively there because his arms were down, but...
Well, there's...
you can talk soft rims all you want. That guy's just got a soft shot. I wonder if he counts touching the rim as a miss, as good a shooter as he is.
The freshman comes in averaging 10 a game.
Good help by Ethan Morton. He is a great help defender.
Roach from the elbow again.
Well, Xavier had been heating up after missing 12 of their first 14 shots, make 6 of their last 8 now after that bad miss by Tandy. Young back into the game with the basketball, playing with those 2 fouls. Kick it back out. Inside of 6 minutes remaining in the half. Roach for 2. Had his foot on the line in November of 2020, just 2 years ago. All combined to have Jack want to move closer to home. So Newburgh, Indiana is about 3.5 hours from Cincinnati, and Xavier was a good fit, and he has really flourished in a Musketeer.
That's probably my biggest one. Having, and again, not just meeting, but, having a time to chop it up, real conversation with Phil Knight, taking pictures, all that kind of stuff. You weren't in the picture, but,
As it should be.
Hey, my guy's got it going off the bounce right now for the record.
Basketball, you dap him up, you do your thing.
Yeah, but I talk to Roach on the floor, I talk to Derek, I talk to all my guys. Before the game.
Here comes your guy.
Roach. Oh, boo. We're going to have a conversation.
Foul number 2 called on Filipowski, who stays in the ball game. Roach goes through the legs, gets by Boom into the lane.
And that's how Jeremy Roach has to play as often. But, I like Fonz on game day, though.
Absolutely.
No, don't say absolutely now after you just took a shot after Fonz saying you'd rather see Hubert on there.
I did not. Just trying to show a little love both ways. You can have... Roach splits the double team.
And goes with the...
Mitchell, Young, Filipowski, Roach, and Blake's out there for Duke. Roach probing, spinning, shooting. Good!
That's a tough bucket, Doug.
On the shot clock, just under 3 minutes remaining. Duke keeps possession. Roach. Well, they use that screen perfectly.
They really do. And starting lineup did not start against Portland State, with Coach Tinkle getting him back into the starting lineup to try to take care of the defensive board.
Mitchell, the dynamic freshman from Kansas City, Kansas. Roach turns and shoots and gets the friendly roll. The Blue Devils on the board. Goods, although he's getting an extended experience to start his college career with the injury suffered by Christian Wright, who suffered that injury over in Italy in August. And so Jordan has certainly seized on that expanded role.
You know the stars don't matter once you get to college.
It does not.
Okay.
But it's a frame of reference that I find very interesting. That obviously if they re-rank him as our guy Paul Biancardi does.
Duke doesn't know the shot clock.
Apparently Roach did.
They've got to go look at that.
Duke held the lead in this one. Was 29-27 at the half on Roach's late three. They go inside to Filipowski. Duke fortunate to keep possession. Reevney saved it, but right back to Duke. No change of possession, so 10 on the shot clock. Roach finds an opening in the lane, gets the roll. Roach, quick first step, and he finishes at the rim. Jeremy Roach
on the offensive glass. That was a huge concern for Bellarmine and their staff.
Tipton couldn't muscle it up. Yeah, Scott Davenport said this weekend that Duke might be the best offensive rebounding team he's seen in his life. Not afraid of hyperbole.
He's been around a while, and certainly their length and then the activity of their guys.
Now Roach hit.
Not give Duke those live ball turnovers.
Filipowski, no. Lively the offensive rebound. Roach. Yes. And now Proctor. Roach a three. Short. Offensive rebound. Roach to the rim for two.
At the top, firing the three. Filipowski clears. Beautiful motor by Roach. Baseline spin. Roach.
McCullough elevates from the elbow, but he misses it too strong.
On the first possession defensively for Kansas, you saw the Jayhawks switching. And they're going to try to put as much pressure as they can.
Right now, Joseph Yesufu transferred from Drake a couple of years ago. He's a solid player. He's into the game. And they're without M.J. Rice, a very talented freshman out of Durham, North Carolina, ironically, who years as Adams lays it in. So Shire knew all about Ryan Young when Young put his name in the transfer portal, but did say that the first thing he did was call Chris Collins.
And Filipowski can play out on the perimeter.
Roach, no. Tip back out by Lively. Again, it feels like more, but all of a sudden it's down to three. Second half.
Now after essentially the unforced error that led to an open three for Grady Dick, can Duke calm down and get a good shot here?
McCullough gamble. Roach open. And wow. Duke back on top.
The play. What a big-time play and a big-time delivery by DeJuan Harris.
Misses the free throw. 20 seconds to go. Roach looking for the quick bucket, and he'll get it.
Boy. Defended by Jeremy Roach. Good cut by Smith out of the corner. Roach head up. Under the ball screen. That could be a problem. And it is. Haney. Guarded by Mitchell. A lot of length on him. He down, no good. Roach spins past the pressure, and now he's on the run.
Big key for Upstate as well. Defensive transition. Make this a 5-on-5 game.
One went down, slow to get up, still grimacing. Shot clock down to 10. High ball screen coming for Roach. Refuses. Lane line. Help late. No. Movement. Smith the lefty. Maybe they got him again, the crowd. Don't listen to him. Easier said than done. Somebody stop the ball.
Home. Transfer from Illinois. Went to Montverde Academy. Same high school as Derek Whitehead. One of the top performing feeder programs in the college game in the country. So you know he's got talent inside. Roach, acrobatic, and gets it to go. Goes inside again. This time Mike Marsh, bodied up by Ryan Young, who forces the turnover. Transition three, Roach. It's good! Marsh trying to back down. Double team comes in, swatted away by Mark Mitchell. Roach, another three. Got it again!
Opportunities, but otherwise, they're keeping this pace slow.
Deep three contested. Kevion Nolan. Roach from three. He hits it! Sheet inside. The finish from Mike Marsh again. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. Leads Jacksonville with 11.
And credit Jacksonville again, the patience, and they are picking apart this Duke defense on the screen and rolls. Rotations continue to be an issue for Duke.
Mitchell calling for it. Roach on the drive, absorbs the contact, it rolls in. Proctor for three. Filipowski offensive rebound, and now Duke can hold for the last shot. Roach decides not to, though, and that's why